FPL,
Yo, what up? FPL Gronk here. Time for a Gronk trade video. That's right, the king of all Gronks is going to go through what he's thinking about trade-wise with FPL. All right, let's scroll down. This is my current team, right? As you can see, I'm in a 4-3-3 structure. It's driving me crazy. I feel like there are really good options in the midfield now, so I wouldn't mind getting 4 in the midfield. A lot of people only have 3 at the back. That would make sense, but I did the knee-jerk trade already for James, so I'm kind of locked in for the 4 at the back, at least for now, right? I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'll get into what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe even only 2 at the front, right? The forwards have not been doing the thing, like the goals and that, and the assists, as much as they maybe should be. I don't know. I'm a Gronk, and it's my first FPL season. But from what people have been saying, they're not delivering, the forwards. I'm pretty sure somebody said, I heard this in the stream last night, some awful stat, like top 40 players of FPL so far, points-wise, only 4 of them are forwards or something like that, which is like pretty damning. So, yeah, maybe the forwards, maybe it's just about downgrading or something, or maybe the premiums come good. Anyway, as you've probably seen, I'm going to have a look at the whole Kane versus Son debacle because I don't know what to go for. I'm thinking Son's probably better, but my structure would suit Kane and getting Kane in. So that's kind of where I'm stuck. And if I'm honest, I've played around, and I think a better option might be just to bar the both of them, which could turn out to be a really, really bad call. But I'll go to my transfers and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So if I was to get to Kane, I can quite easily do it with 2.3 in the bank for Vardy. Probably hang on to Vardy because, you know, he's got leads and I've already made a trade, at least for this week. And obviously Kane, they've got that Conte guy in who is apparently the manager. I'm such a Gronk. I never even heard of him before now. But there you go. He's the real deal, apparently. And Kane and Son and the Spurs are just about to get a hell of a lot better, apparently. So, yeah, I could quite easily go to Kane. I've still got 0.8 in the bank, so I can get up to Ronaldo quite easily in a couple of weeks. And maybe gives me a bit of cushion for some other moves if I want to do that. This, of course, just sticks me with the 4-3-3 structure. I just have to stick through with that. I don't know if this is really what I want to do. I like Son a bit better. I mean, I'll bring up Kane's card now. So he just doesn't have as many. Well, I should look at it as well. Actually, sorry. This is me being a Gronk, and I'm fully new to this. So I'm just gonna bring up some stats for me to look at. Let's have a look at Kane. All right. Here's his card. Oop. All right, Kane. Overall points 25. He hasn't done it yet, has he? Expected goals 0.23. Expected assists 0.17. That's a lot higher than Son's. We'll flash his card up in a bit. Overall 0.40 for expected goals and assists per 90 minutes. Obviously, with what everyone's saying about Conte, that's probably going to get a hell of a lot better, but right now, I think we just don't know. The other thing that's awesome about Kane is he's only 6.5% owned. Now, we can expect that to go up quite substantially, but at least for the little while, and getting early might be a mad little differential for anyone if they're keen. So let's have a look at Son then. So here's Son. So he's already got 55 points. He's got way better expected goals and a little less expected assists per 90. Overall, 0.48. So I think that's better than Kane, except I can't remember what I just looked at. I'm thinking that's better than Kane, though. He's also 17.6 owned, so not as much of a differential. So I guess there is that. Now, if I wanted to get to Son, I'd probably just go Allen, right? This is what I've been thinking. And honestly, right, before I knee-jerked to James, I had Christensen, who was 5.0. Obviously, James has gone up a bit, but it meant that I could cleanly go to Son and then Antonio down to Baroja or Broca. Some people have been calling him Broca. I've got no idea with half of these names, right? And so this was like going to be quite nice and neat, and it was just going to have me at a flat 0. But now, ooh, yuck. Oh, it's because I've got Kane. Yeah, so, yeah, 0.05. So that's probably the difference between where I had Christensen before, but I think James has gone up. But that was going to be a flat 0 in the bank, and I was pretty happy to make that move a week ago. Or 2 weeks ago, maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, De Bruyne, whenever he got injured, I was like, ugh, that kind of sucks for me. But even then, it would be fine, because if I'm going 4 in the midfield, I'd probably have him on the bench. I mean, it kind of sucks because Livramento would be first off, and it would be nice to alternate them, but they're both Southampton, which means they have obviously the same fixtures. And Tony's good for a bit, but maybe, I don't know, I liked the look of it when I looked at it. I thought maybe Tony's next few fixtures are really nice, and then they get a little bit crap. And obviously Brentford played crap against Burnley, so who knows if that's still going to be all that good. I think Norwich and Newcastle, though, that's you know, hopefully they kind of come back and play like they were playing at the start of the season, right? Anyway, yeah, so I think the Brozier thing might be off the table, not because, I mean, Brozier, I don't know the state of his injury, but he probably could be back. But yeah, because I knee-jerk to James, that kind of locks me out of that. So, wait, let's just say I get Son in. The other thing I'm thinking is Vardy after Leeds. Now, they've still, you know, Leicester have still got good fixtures, and Vardy's got his first 2 1-point scores for the season back to back after everyone got him in after Lukaku, which is super brutal. But surely coming up, some of these, Watford at home, Southampton away. Was it last season or 2 seasons ago when they absolutely butchered Southampton away? And Newcastle. So it might be worth hanging on to him. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking if I really want Son, then I have to do this, because Antonio, I don't know. If I went Brozier, I can't quite afford that. I'd have to go for like a non-playing striker, which might be the answer. I don't know, but I don't like it. So I was thinking if it's Son, so I'll probably, yeah, this is what I really like, right? 7.3, which is exactly enough for Wilson. Where is he? I don't have to type it in. I hate doing that because I have to delete it. Here he is, Wilson, 7.3. Now, what I love about Wilson is he's only 1.7% owned, right? I'll just flash his card up. Wilson is a total mad dog. He gets it done. Apparently, he's heaps injury prone as well, but that's what people kept saying about Antonio, and we haven't seen that yet. So here he is. He's already done 31 points, and I think he was kind of out for the start of the season, so that's pretty good for however long he's played. I'll just have a look here. Yeah, well, he played the first 3 matches, then was out for 4. So his total minutes played for the season is 498, so that's pretty good for that. You know, obviously his assists are pretty down, but maybe that just speaks of how much he just goes after the goals himself, right? But I just love him as a differential. So I'm thinking if I can just get Wilson in for Vardy as a differential, I'd probably play 4 in the middle. Maybe Rafinha might bench, or yeah, Rafinha might get benched, which is kind of crap because I've just bought him in. So this is the other thing. What do I do? Do I end up benching like one of the Chelsea players, like Rudiger as first choice off the bench? So if James doesn't play, at least I get Rudiger as a nailed option. That could be it, like sort of 3-4-3. Or maybe do I, in a couple of weeks, maybe Tony doesn't look so good, so maybe I bench him and I play 4 at the back. I guess I have that flexibility with this move. So I quite like this. I get a differential. Son isn't as much of a differential, but it looks like he's hauling the points, and he'll be a good long-term pick, especially if Conte is going to be the awesome legend that he is. I don't know what Kane might look really good after the weekend, and everyone might just go, "Nah, let's get Kane," and that's easier because to do this next week without I've already used my free transfer. I'd have to do this for a hit next week, but I'd probably do it. The other thing I'm scared of is Son is... I'll just refresh this price change ding dong, but I'm pretty sure Son is edging dangerously close to a price rise. I don't know if this will happen before the deadline, If it looks like it's going to happen just after the deadline, I might even just go screw it and take the hit, get Son in and Wilson, and just wear it. But it kind of stinks that the mistakes I've been making all season so far have been just doing early trades. Is it an international break as well? Like it could get really ugly. So I'd have to really think about that before I did it and be prepared just to make the move and cop whatever happens. But yeah, really, that's not the best idea. I don't totally love that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. So that would be kind of cool. The other thing, I think Newcastle, what are their fixtures like? This is something that I kind of, if I've got the good player on the bench every now and again, maybe it's worth holding Wilson. Yeah, look, Brentford, he could get goals there. Brighton, that's away, so maybe not. Norwich, that's the one I'm really looking for. And Burnley, I don't know, they played obviously really well on the weekend, so but these are two home games, and that would be lovely. But then, yeah, he's got this run, so I might end up just knocking him down to a cheaper forward, which might enable another move, or even just benching him for at least these two in the middle. And he might, if he's not injured, he could have like a really... I could hold him for this whole like little middle bit. That probably goes into Christmas, I assume. Anyway, I don't know. I really like the look of Wilson, and it's mainly because of the differential stuff. But he seems to get it done. So Callum Wilson, totally awesome. Now the other thing that I'm thinking, I didn't talk about Ronaldo. I'm super hard for Ronaldo. I had him in, I got rid of him, and now I want him back again. He's been scoring the Champions League goals. I know, Man U are kind of like in a bit of a foggy patch at the moment, but. And I've even read that like maybe he's sort of taking away from a little bit. Maybe like I read some articles saying that maybe he's the problem. Like obviously he gets goals, but the rest of the team kind of suffers, and maybe that's not good. I don't know about that. I'm not a Man United supporter, and to be honest, I like a lot of people really love watching them lose. But if I can watch them lose and Ronaldo still gets goals, and he gets goals for me, then I'm happy, right? Yeah, Ronaldo's sweet. Look, I'll get the card up. I made a card, right? So let's get that up. Here's Ronaldo. Expected goals per 90, 0.5. That's awesome, right? The assists, not as much. Together per 90, expected assists and goals, 0.59. That's not bad at all. He's over 30% owned still, so there's not much of a differential there. But, oh boy, Ronnie. Oh, how I want you. I want you in my team. And that's kind of the problem with getting Son, like with that Son-Wilson move. Like, if Ronaldo is just like, starts knocking it out of the park, and particularly for that fixture run that they've got, where are they? Man United. Oh, wait, am I back at the, here we go. Man United. Man United. Look at this. Look at this sweet run here. That's awesome. So a lot of people are thinking about going to Kane, seeing how that goes, and then I think Spurs have this Norwich fixture, and then the next week, Man United have Norwich. So that is Gameweek 15. That would be an awesome time to move from Kane to Ronaldo. That's what I was kind of originally thinking, and I'm sure a lot of other people are as well. Ronaldo's only 12.4 at the moment, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind having him for 12.4. So getting him early might be a good call as well, and just barring the Kane thing. But where are we? Where's my thing? Yeah. It's still, yeah. So if I made that move, that's only one move instead of Kane. I don't know. Would it be smart to do it sooner rather than later? I don't think like Manchester City. It could be a big occasion game. He might be the guy just like, getting that like extra time second half goal just to equalize or whatever. And he might have got the other equalizer before that. It could be like a 2-all. He's done that like in the last couple of Champions League games. He's come through and just I don't know. I read a thing comparing him to Michael Jordan, which is probably I don't know. No, it's probably okay. But yeah, like I've heard people want to get him in for the Watford game, right? So if we just did this, like, screw it, we'll see what happens with Man City. Maybe he just looks like undeniably an awesome option after this game, big game, and then we just go, yeah, let's get him for Watford away. Chelsea, whatever, will cop that. But then we're on for this sweet fixture run. So I probably like that more than Kane, right? Now, everyone's talking up Conte, so I don't really know. Maybe Conte and Spurs, maybe that's the deal. But I just love the idea of getting Ronaldo back. I don't know why. Yeah, so that could be good. But if I do the Son and the Wilson thing, mainly the Son thing, then the money's not going to stretch that way. I'd have to do so many hits just to make that work to get like a Kane or a Ronaldo. So there is that. So let's just go back to where I'm at now. Now this is the other one. This is the one that I'm super keen on. A few people have started talking about him. His name is Maxwell Cornet. I don't know. Ivory Coast. I don't know what they're doing with the letters there. They're probably colonized by the French. French seem to do whatever they want with like words and stuff. But I won't judge them too much. Our Prime Minister's been a total twat to them at the moment. So, sorry. Maxwell Cornet. Yeah, Cornet. Is that how you say it? There you go. Already looking pretty good, you know. And I don't know if he hasn't. How has he played much recently? What's the deal with that? Let's. Yeah, he's under 1% owned. I know that's going to go up. People are going to start jumping on him, but even then, not that many. I don't think he'd ever get past 10% owned, unless he started really ripping it up. So, where are you, Cornet? Okay, so let's have a look here. Cornet, minutes played, not many to begin with. Why can't I see other game weeks? That's kind of annoying. Well, he's played decently, and he scored 2 goals against Southampton. Woo! And he got one, obviously, the Brentford. I watched that game, and he looked good. And that's kind of why, like, I've heard a few people talking about him, but the eye test for me was awesome. So I really want to bring him in, right? And I could totally do it, but it kind of screws up both plans, right? Like I haven't got enough to go to Kane or Ronaldo if I get Cornet in. Now I could not go Cornet straight away. See, I could just let's say I just go for Ronnie. So I'll get this. Actually, we'll just chuck Cornet in because I don't want to have to type that again. Jeez, I'll get better at this, or I won't because I'm a total Gronk. So let's get Ronnie in, and we'll see how we could make this work. Right, Ronnie in. 0.9. So I'd probably go down defender, right? Now, James, I just got in. Rudiger. See, I don't want to get rid of Cancelo, and I know some people are doing that. I know a lot of people are jumping off Diaz as well, but this is really tricky. So it might be Cancelo. It could be Cancelo down to, say if I just wanted to go the 3, right? And I probably wouldn't do Cancelo. Let's say I go Rudiger, and that hurts. That really hurts to bang Rudiger down. But he just went up in price, and so I think I got an extra 0.1 out of him, so I can maybe try and be happy about that, I guess. Now, who would I go? Now, Brentford, everyone was talking about Jansen and Pinnock, but I think they maybe look a little bit not so good. But I can totally afford that, and that would enable this, even with 0.1 breathing space if prices were to go up on Cornet or Ronaldo before I made the move. The other thing is maybe going for a really cheap defender. So, yeah, like this Duffy. I think now somebody was saying in FPL Dare's chat last night, and it sounded so good, right? Oh, Simicast is only 3.9. He played on the Champions League as well, so, he might play a little bit, and he'd be a really nice enabler. That would give us money. Manquillo would probably be who I'd go for, but somebody said, and I don't know, this is just like what somebody typed in on a YouTube live chat, so it might even be good, but they said Johnson is the new Livramento. Oh boy, if that's true and he starts to go up price, I'd totally have him on my bench. I'd get this lovely 3 at the back, which I'd want. 3-4-3. I could live with that, right? And I'd have, 2 defenders and Basuma on my bench. Livramento would probably be first. Basuma, I don't know. I talked about that in my last video, about how unhappy I am that I got him in. But that could be pretty sweet, right? I like the look of it. Cornet. I really want him in my team. So yeah, there's some trade thoughts, right? So I don't know what to do. I think I obviously have to wait this week and not take a hit. I really need to think about the Sun thing. That'll be the game to watch. Will be Spurs and who do they play? Spurs versus Everton. At Goodison Park too, by the looks of things. So that'll be one to watch. See how they line up. Everyone's talking about Regulon as well, which would be good. What's he like 5? So there's no way I could get him in. That could be nice if that was my Spurs in. If I somehow if I got Cancelo down, say if I kept Rudiger, and yeah, I could totally get Regulon. What are you doing? How do you spell his name? What? Oh, Price. There he is. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Regulon. That would be pretty cool. 0.3. I just don't know about missing out on Man City defense and doubling up on Chelsea. That seems kind of dumb, but I guess that's what is affordable, right? So that could also be good. But I feel like then I'd be wanting to play 4 at the back. So who would I be benching? Livramento, Basuma, and then I'd have to bench someone else. So I kind of don't like that. I don't like benching headaches. I've been really lucky with benching where Livramento's come on most times when he's bagged points. I'm really scared about the James thing as well. Like I made that decision and thought, yep, sweet, he's another Chilwell. He's a cheaper Chilwell. But I've seen people who have had him come on for a 1-pointer and they've had Livramento 6 or 9 points on the bench. So that sucks too. So I don't know. There's a lot of moves I could make. There's a lot of moves. I'll probably be looking at taking a hit next week unless I just went straight up to Ronaldo. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then I could just do, maybe even just roll it on, like a 4-3-3. Roll it on, hopefully Cornet. What's his fixtures like? I just got rid of him. I'll just look here. Burnley. So a lot of people were saying wait out Chelsea, keep a watch on him and see how he goes. Then he kind of gets good. So yeah, I could even get him in for a hit next week. No, I'd have to take 2 hits to afford him, wouldn't I? So if I rolled and then just took 1 hit after the Crystal Palace game and got him in at Tottenham, but I probably don't like that. If Tottenham Spurs, I'll just say Spurs because it's easier. If they look really good under Conte, then what do you do? I'd probably just roll my transfers and then have 2 free ones in game week 14 to do it. But who knows? So much changes in that time. So who knows if Cornet's the pick? Who knows what the backlines are doing then, and whether it's good to get out of Rudiger and go for, or Cancelo and go for I don't know. It's all a watch. But yeah, my trades for this week. Obviously, I've already made my knee-jerk trade for James. I'm hoping that pays off. I'm hoping he just absolutely spanks some goals in. So James and Chilwell didn't play Champions League, so I think some people are pretty keen for him to for both of them to play, right? Burnley at home. Maybe what's his name? Tuchel, Thomas Chelsea manager guy. Tuchel, I think. God, I'm such a Gronk. But yeah, I think Burnley looked good last week, so maybe he plays them. Maybe Chelsea don't keep a clean sheet this week against Burnley. Maybe Cornet goals and everyone wants him. And hopefully if that happens, at least James and maybe Chilwell, but probably not Chilwell, at least for me, because I don't own him. Hopefully James gets a goal again. Maybe 2. 2 would be nice, please. I shouldn't jinx it, but yeah. Anyway, I'm a Gronk. Gronk out. This is my trades talk video. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and help me out. I've been making stupid thumbnails and stuff and wasting my time. So it would be nice to see a few likes or some subscriptions or even just some comments. Tell me what you're doing trade-wise and where you're at. What's your team looking like? Cool. All right, well, I'm out, and I might do a live stream before deadline, but Australia time, I think the deadline's at 5 a.m., so I probably won't be getting up to do it. I might do it tomorrow afternoon, which will be in about 24 hours. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. That's awesome. Goodbye. Wah!
FPL, 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 FPL.